Lumpur, Malaysia, because it is nearer to them, close to their region, then to Jakarta, then to the Papua, for example. So you have to learn the scope of the consumer behavior. And also you can make this data to utilize to develop the special interest leisure and tourism. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the Career Counseling Department webinar series, Introduction to College Majors, which is today for this occasion. We are going to discuss about tourism, leisure, and events management. All right, so before we continue for this career or this college major exploration, I would like to brief about the outline of our webinar. So if you love travel and adventure and want to help others to a new places experience, this is very suitable for you to study tourism, leisure, and events management. All right, so our outlines are, the first one, the description of this college major. So what is tourism, leisure, and events management? After that, the benefits. So the reasons why you should study this major, and then plan of study. So what are the core and event courses that are in the university? After that, the job opportunity. So what can you do with this career? And the last one is about the university. So what are the best universities having this degree in the world? All right, the first one about tourism, leisure, and events management. I would like you to write in the chat column. So what do you think? What is tourism, leisure, and events management? So you can also write what are the things this major or department. Is it an engineering major, or is it a medicinal engineer, or something else? Or is it about the social science? Okay, you can write on the chat column here. Okay, so let's wait for your feedback about this career. Okay, you can access the chat in the chat column. You can write it here. All right, so yeah, there are the answer here. So somehow you write this about the jalan-jalan. Yes, it is about traveling. Okay, traveling. So walking. I mean that visiting many places that you may not have visited before, but it is more than that. While visiting other places, you also get the chance to improve that place or to make it more popular. So you can also tell other people, and you can manage that place so that it can become better. Okay, it is more than traveling. Okay, so some of you also answer that it is the management. Yes, it is a kind of business management. Yeah, that's correct, because the graduation, if you graduated from this college major, you also have the chance to be a manager. Okay, so there are many careers as the managers that you can do after graduating from this college major. All right, so the first one about the description. But before we talk about this one, tourism, leisure, and event management, we know that this one is about the, you can also examine and also the scope of consumer behavior. So is this certain consumer that come from certain place, for example, from Aceh, from Medan. So where do they like to travel? Oh, they like to travel to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, because it is nearer to them, close to their region, then to Jakarta, then to the Papua, for example. So you have to learn the scope of the consumer behavior. And also you can make this data to utilize to develop the special interest leisure and tourism. For example, in Aceh, you know that it is for the Islamic places. So you can find many historical places which is related to Islam, and it can be interest and interact other visitors like from Kuala Lumpur, from other Islamic countries, you can make this more attraction, and you can utilize this the power of to attract people by using some spots or places. Okay, so it is more than that. Okay, before I continue to the next one, I would like to share a video that we can watch it together. This is about the tourism, leisure, and event management from the university. So they show that how this in the university you can learn about this college major. It is from the Ulster University. All right. So let me play this video.
The BSc Leisure and Events Management is designed to develop managers for what is now a dynamic, fast-paced global industry. The course offers a nice blend of practical modules and theoretical modules. In total, we have 5 modules where students are involved in live events. They're responsible for managing, planning, marketing, promoting, and overseeing the event. We also, throughout the course, provide a range of volunteering opportunities for the students. For example, at local level here, we have very close links with the Special Olympics and the events that they organise. While at international level, we have in the past been involved in the Giro d'Italia, the World Police and Fire Games. There's also the 48-week work placement, which can be an international placement or domestic placement.
Yeah, so on placement year I went to New Zealand to a company called Skyline Queenstown, and basically I organised the event, helped organise the events, worked on the events, just basically everything to do with events.
My placement was with Newry Morning Down District Council, so we got to plan small events, large events. It covered a wide area. The modules helped me put the theory into practice. Definitely would recommend the course. It's got such a wide range of modules. I found the course extremely relevant to what is happening in the world at the minute, and it's given me a great insight into what employers are looking for whenever we graduate.
Well, obviously I'm involved with the Northwest 200 in terms of delivering that event, but I have been involved in a lot of other events throughout Northern Ireland. And the one thing that we are seeing is the change in those events, how they're presented, and I suppose the requirements and the demands of the visitors who come to them. We've tied in with Ulster University and looking at their event management side of their courses, and we have found that those graduates are very well placed to see the future for the events industry.
All right, so as you can see from this video from Ulster University in New Zealand, they told that in this course, on this college major, it's not only about the theoretical problems or the theoretical lesson, but it's also about the practical. So you will face the real life. You can manage the real life events that influence and it involves many people. For example, in the racing industry, maybe there is some event for the many kind of events, because this is not only about the events, but also about the leisure part of the tourism. Because many people, they want to do traveling, they can travel to a lot of country, okay, so they would like to do it. This is like the kind of if it is about the food science, people love eating food, but this one is also for traveling, so everyone loves to travel. Okay. All right, so next one we are going to discuss about this this college major. This not only about the nature and the scope of the consumer behavior, but also to develop this tourism and the leisure places. And next is students who study tourism, leisure, and events management. They gain broad business management skills. Yes, it is a skills that is very needed in the future in this industry. For example, in this century, so they need this business management skills, because the business management sectors are developing. So we have a lot of new sectors for the business, and then it requires the management from the employee. Okay, so it is not only the business management skills, they can also have the practical part, how to apply these skills, for example, in the aspect of tourism, leisure, event management. This includes the sustainability, technology, policy, and planning. You know that there was some events, now they use the high technology part. I still remember from the opening of some huge events, Olympic, for example, for the SEA Games and so on. They requires the good management, not only from the technology parts, but it's about the policy, how to plan it, the innovation. So this event will be different from the previous event, and also the motivations and the consumer needs, because it must be suitable for certain people or for certain region. It's also related with the places and so on. Okay, so for us to learn about the tourism and leisure event management, it is more than the events. It is also about the people. So later on in the I will explain in the courses. There are some course that is related with to study about the people. All right, so the second one is the benefits, the reasons why you should study tourism, leisure, and event management. I think it is also proper or better if I show you the video that explain what this part. I hope that you can get the insight of this one also. All right, so let me play this video.
My name is Ice Kim. I'm a senior lecturer in tourism management. I'm here to talk about Bachelor of Business, Tourism and Event Management. Bachelor of Tourism Event Management degree takes 3 years to complete. We do have a variety types of the study mode. You can study in part-time and full-time, as well as in online and in class. Students will study 3 different main areas. First, core business subjects such as management principles, accounting, business societies. For the second year level, students can learn about tourism marketing and hospitality management, as well as the tourism planning and development. When they go into the third year level, students will learn more about the tourism planning and business and development and the critical issue in Asia and Pacific region, which are very critical for globalized tourism business. We designed the program to give students to expand their knowledge, worldview from local level such as food and wine event industry to international level. So the student can take the global leadership to make the strong contribution to planning, developing, managing tourism event industry within Australia and around the world. Excellence in our program has been well recognized by receiving several awards and connecting with the industry. We won the Hall of Fame for Excellence of Tourism Education and Training in South Australia from 2008 to 2010 and the Student Award in 2013. We have staff from diverse cultural background and industry experience. Our academic staff members have actively involved in the research project, and our program offers students to have a personalized mentoring programs working with a senior manager or CEO like a C-Link and other tourism industry. So this experience helps you to gain the network opportunities, which helps you to prepare for your career development in the future. While you are studying our program, you can go on the international study tour to such as Hong Kong and Singapore as part of field trip while you are exploring the different types of international business sector. And also you can volunteer experience in the many of the events like Fringe and Tasting Australia, Tour Down Under. So you can actually see how you can apply your theoretical knowledge to the managing and developing the events in industry areas. We have a very successful record in showing higher levels of the employment outcomes in many different areas. For government sector, our program graduates are working as a project manager and marketing officer, such as the South Australian Tourism Commissions. Some of the students work as event coordinator in event companies, such as National Wine Centre and hotel, working in like the Ibis and Hilton hotels and restaurant industries. So your future workplace will not be limited to local level. You can working in the many different types of multinational and international organizations. If you have a strong passion and interest in tourism event area, this is the first step to start on with our program. Our program will help you to keep going on for your future career development. To find out more information about Bachelor of Business, Tourism and Event Management, please visit our website, unisa.edu.au. I look forward to meeting you in our program in the future.
All right, so this is an explanation from University of South Australia. So as you can see that the benefit of studying this college major, it is not only to get the insight of the some theoretical part of the lecture, but also you can in many international events, so that in the future when you graduate from this college major, you can also become a manager, the event manager, and also to improve maybe some tourism parts or places. All right, so let's continue. Let's see the benefits of the reasons why you should study tourism, leisure, and events management. All right, so the first one, it is you are going to learn about the consumer needs and motivations, product development, service, stakeholder engagement, event management, policy, and planning. All right, so you can study more about, you can know what are the needs of the consumer and what motivates them. For example, one consumer, they want to visit a place for the recreation. So you can know and how can you improve that place so that you can attract more consumers or more people to come to that place. And also the product development. So when you have some, you can manage when you have some product that can be used to attract the people. You can also develop you can find the ways to develop this product. And also about the service. For example, in the previous video, they stated that the students who have graduated from the university, they also study in the hotel, for example, international hotel. So they, of course, they requires the good management skills. Okay, so also for the stakeholder engagement and also for the policy and planning. So we know that in the government sectors also there are many events. For example, there are many, if you are the high school students, you know that there are like the KSN, for example. If it for the Olympiad students, they will have the competition in one place, for example, in one province. But this also need a good management so that this event will be successful. So the event management is very important. So we have many events in the private and also in the public sectors. The second one, the benefits is you are going to be able to take advantage of industry trends. So you know what is going on. So what are the interests of the people in this in this year, for example. So you can analyze the data of the industry trends, and then it is related with the sustainable tourism. So now maybe the trend for the people, they like to visit the place where it is green. Maybe they want to go to the tropical places and certain spots. So you can know, you can develop the business from this. You can make the several other events using the technology. For example, by using the drones or using some display on the monitor to promote your events. Okay, another benefit is you are going to develop skills in public speaking. Yes, because it is also about the interaction with people. So about this college major, it is more related with the social science. Okay, so you have to be able to speak publicly, communicate it very well, and you have the teamwork skill also, and leadership and time management, because you are going to study in the field and interact with many people to make sure that events is successful. And also intercultural understanding, yes, because for example, in the case of international events, so you have to be able to collaborate with other people with the different backgrounds. So it is very important to have the intercultural understanding. It's from direct industry engagement. All right. So in the university, there are also some program like inviting guest speakers. You can do volunteer opportunities, internships in the events. So you can learn directly from the industry. Okay, and then you may have the work experience with the local businesses and also major events. So so there are many benefits other than this. You can develop your skills and get many benefits after studying this college major. And then the third part is the plan of study. So what are the courses in the university? As you can see here, the major requirements, the first one, it is the human resource management. Because in the college major about the management, you have to be able to manage human resource, because they are the employee and you are the boss or the one that can ask them to do something. You have to be able to manage the people. So this is also a requirement for this college major. And the second one is managing special events. So if you have many special events, like it's not occasional events, maybe there is only it's very special for some countries, so you have to be able to manage it. You can have to see it from other sides. And also conferences and exhibition. So many conferences that nowadays in the online, but for the when there's a speaker from the university, for example, or from the research to display about the research, it is in the conferences. And also the exhibition, for example, about the career exhibition and so on. And then the cultural geography, are going to learn about this one also. This is the geography, airline and travel operation, because in the tourism, you will interact more with the airline and travel operation. How do they operate and how there's the connection to improve the quality of the service to the customers. And also like the cruise services and management is not also air travel, so also in the cruise services. And other major requirements like the structure of the tourism, focus on tourism, leisure and recreation, destination and visitor management, theme parks. Yes, you are going to be able to work in the theme parks. Maybe you wonder, like in the Indonesia we have Trans Studio, okay, and then in Dufan, Dunia Fantasi. Okay, there are many theme parks that they need management. They have many attractions. Okay, so you have to be able to study about this one. So it's all about sustainable and cultural geography. And then next, this is also the optional, the elective courses in the university. You are also have to be able to know about the foreign languages. For example, you want especially English, because you are going to use English in many places. This as the international language, but you can also study other language like the Chinese, from the other languages, and also the business communications. So and then technical writing and research, it is also from English. How do you do the technical writing, and computer fundamentals, because in this management you also need to have the basic skills of the computer. Statistics, yes, it is also requires the mathematics skills. All right, so because when you manage some events, you also have to be able to make a research and read the data statistics. Okay, so you can also present this data to the for example, there are the sponsors of these events. Okay, and then general psychology. So because it's related with the people, you have to be able to read how to manage the people well, because they are not robots. So you need some knowledge about the psychological side, how to improve your management skill. So this is also study about the general psychology. All right. So the fourth part is the job opportunity. So what can I do with this major? So it is you have guessed maybe before, is to be the manager. So what kind of the manager? So the first one is tourism or event manager. So there is many companies, and also from the governments also, there are many sectors that requires the tourism manager. So you know that about this tourism, it is very developing places, for example, Indonesia, that are not explored yet. So it needs to be managed to be a good tourism spot. So it is required the tourism or event manager. The second one, it is marketing officer. So for example, that you want to make a big event for a certain sector, maybe in the entertainment. So you need also the inputs of the data from the marketing officer, how to promote this event. Maybe you can promote it in the social media, and they can promote it in the to the people and so on. So you need to have some strategies. Okay, you can also be the marketing officer. And then the festival manager, yes, it is to manage a festival. You can have fun, maybe in the New Year events or some, I don't know, some big events. You can be the festival manager. So it can be also fun to find this kind of activity. And then the conference managers, yes, if there is the conference, for example, like the TED talk, for example, the conference, and from other researchers, you can manage how to make a good conference. And then accommodation manager, yes, this to accommodation, for example, in the hotels or in some places that in the tourism places. So you need to manage these accommodation places. And then, yes, this is only the several careers in the after you graduate from the tourism, leisure, and events management. You can also do some self-employment. You can make you can develop a tourism part, and you know how to promote them, and you can manage them well. So it is very good for you. You get a lot of benefit. Okay, so the last part is about the university. So what are the best universities having this degree? Unfortunately for the Indonesia, for the university major, this only for the master degree that they provide this college major. But for example, in the international university, like University of Nicosia, it is in Greece. They offer the 4 years bachelor degree with English, and also, for example, in NHL Stenden, it is in the Netherlands. So it is in the bachelor in leisure and event management. So it is 4 years full-time degree. And then the third one, there is the University of the Sunshine Coast, and for this one, they also requires the IELTS score of 6. Okay, so for the this event in international, you have to prepare score or TOEFL ability. And then the fourth one is Ulster University, Ulster's University Business School. So they have Department of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Okay, so many countries are aware of the needs of this college major. Why? Because it is very developing, and many people want to have a good time for traveling, and they have to manage them very well so they can attract more people. So when more people come to that spot of tourism, they can gain more money. Okay, so when like the Indonesia, they can attract more the customers from Australia and then from other countries. All right, so I guess that's for our webinar. So our webinar is only 30 minutes, so it is only to give the brief information about the college major. So you can explore more college major. You can search from the internet. You can also look at from the YouTube videos about this if you are interested at tourism, leisure, and events management. All right, so if you have any question, you can email me at iqbal@fatih.sch.id, and don't forget to fill the evaluation part, because in the evaluation part you will get the e-certificate. You will get the e-certificate. Please fill this evaluation form. We will send you the e-certificate through your email address. please check your email address. All right, so let me send you the link of this evaluation form. Here is the link. Please fill this evaluation so that we know that how to improve this webinar. Okay, see you in the next webinar series. Don't forget that tomorrow we also have the webinar series, Introduction to Career, about the lecturer at 2 o'clock on Saturday. Okay, see you in the next meeting. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.